All right, here we go again. So again, I give Pittsburghians somewhat of a normal rating. I've sailed the seven seas, but I've never been on the water. Get it? F-E-E-F. S-E-E-F. Get it? So I can understand why you wouldn't understand what's going on. But it's here and it is attacking. So definitely, I haven't looked at your crime and stuff yet. So I know about crooks. So even on the name crooks, somebody will curse you to be a crook. I mean, people are weird to curse people like that. And I don't curse people like that. You know, he's cursed. And they had some beliefs going on. Yeah, he was possessed, plain and simple. And then his father is like, see, here's the problem of it being a psychologist and not a metapsychologist or a metaphysical psychologist. Freud was Kabbalist, so he had some I don't understand why he never said more of it. I don't understand that part. Maybe he believed the inside was real for everyone. Maybe he didn't have it. So they had that song, what's your name? Who's your daddy? When I went into Target, CIA controls our music. They won't tell you, but CIA controls our music. You don't know because they're not using it against you. Hey, Sally, you ever seen your one? I'll talk to you later. You know, you want to look over here. You're fighting. Oh, hey, Bobo! Hear me? Bobo! Oh, he's first. Whoever that was, he's first. Yeah, I don't want to connect that guy. Bring me down, man. The crooks are possessed, you know. Maybe I'll see something more like this on Ross Township Police on. Usually see something after they drive by. You're dealing dope over there. I don't know why you don't make it. What you have to do is control the strength of the marijuana, the cannabis, and then legalize it and control it and make money. Because what happens is when you tax it, then you have the money for the programs to help mitigate it, right, when it goes awry. But you got to control the strength. That's where we do. That's where they lost it in the other states. I mean, that's why everybody's getting sick. It's too strong. Right. On a street corner, well, you know, what else are you doing? It's Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's got a racist thing you got up to you. At least a little bit to go back and back. And I don't think young people will listen to it. And that's what part of what it could be. If the young people, if you rule people to like, they call me a N-word lover. That's why they throw the black porn at me, the black gay male porn. That's why they do it. Believe me, it's been like that for decades. Because I won't hate black people. I'm serious. I suffer for not hating black. And of course, they don't let me get a woman. Then they bring black men and white women. That's what the LDS was for, right? Excellent. So you have to back that down. So that could actually be part of what took Crooks down. Oh, you're waiting for a bus. Oh well, but you're probably gonna deal dump on a bus. Yeah, right. Like I hear that all the time. Thanks. Port Authorities and Nicholas PA. I keep nightmare McKnight. McKnight. It's me, McKnight. MC Knight. That's good. This Sam. Hotel Sam. Don't leave it. This way. Thank you, Larry. So the racism thing. So if you heal, I'm not too sure what to call it. You have to, okay, name it. Okay, so prosperity gospel, I say name it, claim it. Name it and claim it works actually for healing too. You name the thing and then you heal it. I guess I'm famous for naming that racism vibration, that racism rule, where people are being ruled to be racist. When you're not racist, it takes you down. So like this is what the young people are fighting, and now there's this there's more wealthy people that project, right? So they have to fight those spells essentially. The fire trucks, even the fire trucks are clean here. Jeez, I'm sure some of them are bad people, but it's like every profession in the world. Their own coworkers will tell you that. Frankly, well, I can hear you. Now they put me in an anti-route. I knew it, but you can't get out of it till you get out of it. Because they're watching me all day, 24/7, willing me in the wrong direction. And then psyoping me in the wrong direction. Knowing they could start up some bullshit somewhere. There. I can heal them all. I think it's a dead police officer. He's probably in his lifetime. It's like, I didn't know what it was. I don't know. Now we get the ambulance here. Got part of my social security number on the ambulance plate. It has an extra number. I'm trying to figure it out. 961 0. Does that mean anything? Or 961 separate and number. What? That could be a deep stater and a road rage, right? Drive past their victim and do that all day long. I try to cut them off. Put a bunch of people, like when they're late for a doctor's appointment or something or work, put a bunch of people in front of them, pause a traffic jam. I seen it when I was in the Marshal Service. At 83 in the city, I knew they caused a traffic jam. I was trying to get to work. Just sit there and go on. And who knows, cops may have been in on it, saying, hey, don't stop it, don't clean it up. Some sort of investigation or something. That's all I got to say. I got to go up to the mall. Which isn't a good sign because I've been hearing, kind of the word. I like a better way to. Ah! That voice, that talks on your phone. Text message. It was like really it was like Froggy from Little Rascals. So I adjusted it, and now it's like beyond soprano. Or it's like, oh, yeah. I'm lucky to have my phone. It curses my phone away. Okay, so there that is. What is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a gay thing up here. Now, again, if they're gay, that's their business, But God deal with that. But there's a thing that will gay people up here that don't want to be gay, which will block them from women. A lot of men are single when they get old, they're older and, he's like, why did they get married? They're like, it's not that they fought being gay. Right? They wouldn't let him with a woman. I mean, it's pretty evil. Evil. Yeah, if you're gay, it's your business. Pretty interesting. So, like on Hilltop now. The mall is built on Hilltop. But Pittsburgh's got a pretty good flow to it. It's just a lot of it's old and dilapidated and needs to be refurbished. But I mean, they're built in it. It found it. They know it's built there. You're not like some world's gone. I mean, it's completely devils. No matter how crooked you all are here, not as crooked as they are. So it's mafia. Mafia's running. Mob, I guess. But mafia itself is probably advanced out to technology. I don't see too much. It's real. It's food. The energy is like immense. First, let me go. That's nice. It's RPM. No, the sun's not like killing me here. The sun was killing me in the other places. Like they're like, what is that? Here I'm like, we got to see a field over here. Heal that. The mall and the field next to the baseball field next to the mall. That was like a penitentiary person. Dick's also sport. We'd have like gay crimes or something. It does happen. I'm trying to feel the thing. This fenced in area back here, I know it's their outdoor park, whatever that is. And it looked like a tower from a prison. Now, where it says an evil generation seeketh after a sign, it's not what I'm doing. I'm seeking after a sign to heal things. I'm not seeking after a sign for anything selfish. I really, again, I came here and there's like a little sub where I'm staying now, as far as $1,000 a month. And that other place, so I just wasn't. I probably caused more trouble staying there than not. I think that area is Grafton or something like that. But the guy at the counter was just nice person. I mean, like normal. You go other places, man, they're weird. People are weird. They've been indoctrinated into something. I mean, the mob did. And cartels, billionaires, millionaires. I'm sure it's here something, to a certain. This might be free America. Okay, contractor definitely came up. Pick up, but it could be contractor PI. Barrel, trade barrel. They ship some of those big guns. So something's going. It's a mixture of cues, probably mishmashed. Okay, so the border. Make sure the border's up. I'm not sure what you're doing on the border, but I know we have tents like this tent right here. So they may be, the cartel may be ordering additional weaponry. Whoa. Going, gone. It's turned evil, like going, you know, like it's Sean, saving. I know more than I know because I'm in the mind with people. So when people are with me and I'm not at the place where they are, where it's going crazy, gunshots, or some people died, I can get into their mind. It's just God does it this way, and then in my mind, with their mind, gets them through where they are. That's why isolation kills you. It's also a metaphysical isolation. I should have been earlier. I'd have been married. Jeez. I should know, but never left Pennsylvania. Jeez. Actually, California was a good place to be, but they killed it. No, they probably are, unabashedly wealthier today than they were then. But everybody passes on after life, and then there's payment time. Right? Kill that lady. This is what cops are supposed to be doing all day. You can see that's why they don't be law enforcement. I can show them how to do it. You can sit on the radio or some sort of communication, the phone, and we can talk about all of it all day, what we're saying. And then let's drive by here. Do you feel anything? That kind of thing. I have such a positive energy. Say comments. Is the Vatican? Did Vatican get my message? Is it the Vatican? What did I tell them to do? I forgot. What did I say to that? Yeah, get to the square over. Okay, yeah. Looks like you got some get up there what they're doing here. God, I can't all drive. McIntyre was MASH, remember that? Right. And no parking sign said no pee, no friends. Last wild reach forming. That's what things do in people's heads. That's what it did. What's his name said? Books it said. Yeah, I love doing this. I do most of the time, but for some reason in Kansas I couldn't get to it. They were killing me. They messed me up. I messed up my vision real bad for a while. It's still not perfect, but it's not. Well, and my hearing, got my hearing. I'm sick. Sick people. They drive police cars. They're sick, and they give the credibility to all the other folks. They show up in it. Well, we know they're dope dealers. Evidence lottery. Right? It's a matter of citizens. That's okay. So that no U-turn sign and no left turn sign looks bizarre. So, but when I saw it, uh, would tell me that that's what's happening. They're seeing things. Okay, so Crooks might be here. Crooks saw things. He was possessed. He's not going there. I think Trump even one time. Didn't one time we talked like in the first? This is where they radicalized everybody. We were talking about get this person help. There's somebody that was thinking the wrong thing. Maybe even at Trump. I can't remember. We have to look it up. And Trump was like, "You're going to get him to help," and all that. And they radicalized him. Right. Well, that's a good mind to have because then you're always getting people help. And now you're like, "Ah, ah, ah." My giant eagle keeps coming up, so I'm not sure. G, uh, see ho ice choice. See ho ice. Are you a ho ice? Are you working for somebody ice? Make sure they don't get dumped in on these state. Right, little screws. You know. Okay, here's the at home. That was one of the things I was wondering about. Yeah, that's a nice lime green calendar there, bro. Well, it's usually lime green and black. You want lime green and white, which good luck make it stands out different than the other lime. Maybe a custom theme, I'm not sure. Yeah, LE and LE go. Long for like I said, they jump. Listen, I mean, I used to get deja like growing up. I had deja vu all the time. See, I'm Pennsylvania. It's Pennsylvania. Yeah, yeah, it's like, yeah. She needs some science and stuff. World's evil. Insurance companies should be paying for massages by cost them a ton of money not to. Gems in the sky. Julie! Now I'm actually closer to Hashan. Oh, I kiss Hashem. Yeah, Hashem's over there. Steps. Got to. That's what I'm talking about. Angels are probably. Quite on. Car accident, wait and a half in here, stop sign, have to heal it. By Olive Garden, the stop sign intersection, the car accident, wait, you have to heal that. So when somebody down, like Crooks comes along, then they get the car. So you see, if God could have manifested, God could have said, okay, if Crooks is down, now he has a car accident, then he doesn't get to Trump. Right? Sometimes God will let it happen. That explains. They go crazy with it. Oh, God's doing it for a good reason. But yeah, God makes you a multi-millionaire LDS man. Everybody else poor for a good reason while you're psychologically operating and, of course, witchcrafting. But it's all God, right? Yeah. It's 4:55. Three. All right. So I think Mexico is involved, possibly in the point. Oh, and then it's just authentic Mexico on that video. There's a license. No, see, having who's the governor? What's his name again? not Jethro. What's his name? Josh. Josh. Right. He's probably powering the license plates. 77%. Yeah, right. This is McIntyre. McIntyre's casualty surgery. Right. So Mexico maybe side. I don't know. Do they see any of that yet? Because Russia does that obviously. Again, you're not going to tell me out here that I'm right. Of course, you're investigating stuff. Great. So I should be in the right lane. Yeah, okay. So somebody knows what I'm doing. They're blocking me. Yeah, I'm not in the right lane. All this means something, Johanna, but I can't. Johanna and Browns. Johanna Drive. Browns. Could be John Brown. There not be you rich people trying to get me to heal your house. You're up there. Here. It's like amazing to be back in Pennsylvania. Every other place sucks. Totally sucks. They're devils, man. 100% round the clock devils. Can't believe a fusion center. You can't believe a league. Can't believe nothing from these people. They got TikTok, YouTube itis where they want everything they see on there. Right? They'll do anything for it. Oh, they were trying to tell me I could do it here, maybe. Probably roads. This place here. Have more money. I could put some place. I don't know. Fine. Yeah, my income actually am making more income than I've ever made, but it's lost away. Right. People in the economy are starting to have that happen to them. And if Trump, if he's not honest about cost of living, we're not going to get our raises. Right. Make it worse. And truth is the only thing that sets you free. So, I'll do it later just to see. Yeah, I was just invited to say. I mean, I was before, but not much. Uh, Yeah, living up on top of the hills. If you're riding bicycle, come get that lab. I can't even breathe. So I used to be New York, Wherever you go on that. Yeah, they killed me. They hated that I rode a bicycle, made up stories that I was a criminal riding my bicycle. And that's how they do it. That's how they kill it. You get another 50 cops to say the same thing, that you can't ride your bike. And the system doesn't let you, but it's all false. Then the system schemes. criminals are no longer criminals and good people are no longer good people. They did. All right, so this road's open now. Whatever you did works. No, I can't. But I'm sorry. Turn. Cleared the road, but I still missed that turn. Somebody cursed up in here, and they whatever it is won't let it be healed. This lime green is popular out here in Pittsburgh. This lady's got a lime green mini, but it's like a brighter lime green than usual. Guess it's more yellow than your typical lime green. I don't see anything but the McIntyre cube for now. We gotta cross this road. Family behavioral resource space. They just moved me up. Visiting, eh? And other stuff, but it's all jumbled. Cartel, it's cartel. Oh, it's cartel. No, they they do that crazy stuff. Kind of freaked me out, but right. So see, I didn't beep at the slate, but if that was me and Deep Stage, I'd be like, "Hey! Yeah!" There's that. Is when a police car drives down the road, it has a metaphysical presence. And sometimes they play around with that, but it's being put into other vehicles. When they were killing me in Baltimore, they put it in the taxis. Every time a taxi came by, it tried to roll me like a cop, like it was a cop. It was bizarre. So I surmised that the owner of the taxi service was probably corrupt, and it was a deep state. We didn't call it the deep state. So but it was in general cars. It didn't look like it was like affiliated with anything. But that's what they're doing to crooks. Like crooks is being paranoided out. Right? Like I said, psychology doesn't work without metaphysics. Everybody just gets medicated because nobody knows what they're doing. But they didn't speak about it. It's just like God's name. Like, is it Jehovah? Is it Yahweh? Yahweh? Right. Some DJs coming up sexual with like wholesale beach. It's like the reverse of it. Like, how does that fit in? I don't get it. Hiring backwards. Pick up. that them? More choices online. They won't have sex. They weird. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe he was fighting whatever they were willing him to, and he was like, no. And then it took him down. Do you see? If they will you to be gay, or if they will you to be, cruising, you know, you go to the bathrooms and have sex with men in the bathrooms, and you fight it, then it takes you down because they rule you to it, and you're not quote unquote cooperating with the rule. Is there something you have to do? Yeah, I have to go to bathrooms and have oral sex with men, and that's your rule, right? That's deep state rule. Like royal family. Somebody's after them. Not royal. Or it keeps coming up. Another word like that. The store is called Torrid or something. Hard. Whatever. This girl should not be dressed like that. Did she? Jesus. Mom's like living. Mom never had it, but her daughter does. So now she dresses her like she. And she's like swinging her ass around. Oh, it's like a pants thing, but pants like a shirt that matched with sleeveless, but it's tight. Just what 10, 12. You got to go to the modeling class. Why she's pregnant by 14, right? People know it's either things here. Make people think they're born. So it isn't always the thing. That the whole time there's more and more evidence that Crooks was it's like I didn't get down on that side of the ball. It's all right. And then 19. And then 19. They tried. I think they tried to get Crooks. Now I don't know if was anybody physically good fellas. He's receiving subliminal messaging and metaphysical messaging. Okay, so his parents didn't know that they needed to get him out. They needed to get him somewhere with people. Well, that connection to people blocks the other connection, possession, or at least in most cases does. And the deep state knows that. That's why they isolate them, trying to get into their head. Somebody asked something. Is there any way I have to do it early? I hate to have to stay for. It's not that I don't mind. I mind it. Maybe I will. I don't. Probably better to stay there and go to that other place again. And wacko people. Mad Max. Crooks is his spirits. I gotta look at some of his history, play some of this. Mm. I can't go up round. Maybe I can't. That was it. That was it. I think she convinced me I could go up. Yeah, I wish there was a low sodium option at Taco Bell because you can't beat their prices on their like cheese and bean stuff and rice stuff. It's only go brown side. Yeah, go. THC. Something keeps coming up. Was he smoking? Was Cook smoking at all? That came up. Vape came up. I know I don't think it's a vapor. THC vape. Yeah, CIA controls our music. It's not coincidence. Here. Neat looking cranny back in here. Not going back. It's church. Yeah, there's like Terry's Plumbing here. Like just somebody like it's an innocuous thing, right? When they're when they wire you for paranoia, that becomes an insult to somebody named Terry, or even other people where all of a sudden their name is Terry, even though their name isn't Terry. Like some Terry's homosexuality. It had nothing to do with homosexuality. It has to do with psyoping somebody and making them issues based on. I wouldn't even call them gold, but just abomination. Well, the more money they have, the more they can check. There's the MX code. MFC can be my free cams. That's a girl site. So that could cause disruption to somebody that they're trying. Me, I didn't give a shit because I was good at those. I was just trying to date one. Figure maybe one of them. But a lot of times, something came up. So a lot of times they're on there because they have some sort of sexually transmitted disease. They don't want to deal with it. Any type of relation other than that, they're not going to get married. Well, a lot of the women are on meth because when they come off the meth, they start gaining weight. They don't know how to keep the weight down because they never had to. They just did meth, right? So that's one of the other issues of trying to get a woman off of, or even a young lady off of meth because they start gaining weight. Right? Damn girl, I used to just intermittently chat with. And I hadn't been there in like a long time. I went back to see where everybody was, and she, that's right, she was, but she got off the meth, but she gained weight. It's, healthier, but she needed to learn how to keep that weight down. I'm sure she could be rich, get us something. But that just shows you. You see how that works, right? And the rich people think, yeah, we deserve it. So again, that's projecting into the world. Well, Crook's parents knew counseling, but they didn't know the metaphysics of counseling. But they didn't know the deal. And this is going to be my life. They killed it, right? All you do is get them connected. Well, it isn't like the DSM-5 clinical psychology, all these things that I'm speaking about in a different form. Like, he's isolated, get him unisolated, and those problems will go away. Right? There's a metaphysics to it also. Right in there. Like, the sanitary of this person. Oh. Dead Christ rise. Oh. There's some fear up in here. Again, watch Jonah the Heal is here. See, you're not. Everybody's cursing, and there's a lack of healers. So at church, don't drive up down these streets healing people, places, things, whatever they want to do. This is what church is supposed to do. But again, his name is Jeshua, and he never said church. Right? Like saying, backyard barbecue, and then 20 years later, it's Chef Pierre. That's what church is. Of course, they killed my wife, so I couldn't tell them that. Although they probably some. Well, back in the day, people would do this again. If you go to Catholicism and the guys that were they almost look like KKK, but they're actually healers and things like that. They would go around doing their stuff in secrecy, wear the like a hood. And then there were people in the community just that's what the good old boy network used to be, not necessarily racist. Right? Be a bunch of healers. No outlet up there. Am I going into all? No outlet. I'll get back where I live here soon, but Well, it's showing me here, and I look at the condition of the houses. I see what I see metaphysically. I saw the watch children's thing again. Yeah, there it is. It looks way different than normally would. And you do have a lot more watch children's signs. That's also a metaphysical cue, like the watch children. That's what the deep state tries to say that they are, a watch, but they're not. They're squirrels. I just saw a squirrel. This one's 10. Somebody just died. One of the squirrels died. Joey Bird says they killed that young lady. Okay. Wait, stop ahead. Being sexualized by some. All right, now I'm in a water fountain with 3 kids and they're reading a book to me. That's what, I don't even know if that's what it is. So let's heal your schools. Heal your schools. Whatever area this is, I don't know what it is. It's telling me you could have bought a house here. No problem. So it's really a great character. It's all over the place. They could be right inside sexualizations. Kind of people my phone. Sometimes that's a verification. So, right, must be, is this rich though? Is this rich? Back when I was going to buy rings, this guy's like a Packard or something. 1950 pack. You got to get your school. It looks like there's some sexualization going on. That could be an inside sexualization. But then the young lady or young man is being sexualized, so it comes out in a messed up way somewhere in their life. Now, there's another part of that. The teacher may be part of it or may not be in control of it. I'll get out of the house. Darn, I should have came to Pittsburgh out of the house. Which means somebody may be willing. Like people say stuff like that guy hangs out with kids. I mean, it's like a teacher or a soccer coach. Something got to be wrong with that guy or that woman. Hangs out with kids all day. Right? People are weird like that, and then they'll possess them to it. You go, see, I told you. She just got arrested. You have to be careful of that kind of speaking. That's where, gossip. God told me gossip is worse than murder because gossip causes murder. And 19, and 19, it's Presbyterian again. Which may, is this heavy Presbyterian? Pittsburgh, I got to look that up. Because Presbyterian tends to be, at least in history, tends to be more level headed. There's Lutheran. Not that I can go in. They'll take the money. Millionaire, multimillionaire, or billionaire comes along, offers them enough money. It's rough, but no, I think I have to go the other way south. But I'm not sure. This guy and his wife, they don't even know it. See, the life is made now. It's the synagogue. Yes, no, great halls. Well, again, you can have two people involved in some hard situation where you have a teacher and a young child that taken advantage of by the teacher. I think could be somebody outside or another teacher. Like if you get a good-looking teacher, this is what phenomenal goes. A good-looking, cool teacher ends up committing a sex crime. But when you listen to what the other teachers are saying, if you know, if you're an investigator, investigators won't talk about it. But investigating you can kind of tell that they were jealous, angry at that particular teacher, which means that metaphysically, which means that's where it could have and most likely came from. Oh yeah, but she's the type to have sex. Yeah, lovely. Like, oh, that's so great. I was in hell, man. Horrible everywhere I lived. Horrible people doing all sorts of crazy shit. I might have got somewhere here. I just couldn't get back. Yeah, they're mad that I read the news. They try to get me to stop reading the news because I can investigate something with the news. Know what everybody's saying if the news are. That's why you look at her, you go, why this woman? But why would she do that? She's gorgeous, or something like that. It's because she's hated. Yeah, the teachers are witches. And sometimes the kids' families, the other part of it, the kids' family, like these kids are super powered. Like a kid can look at you and destroy your life because his family's, uber wealthy or something like that. Oh, 19, but I got to go home. I guess another Presbyterian. Okay, yeah, that could be what's. I got to look that up because Presbyterian. Some of the Presbyterian preachers in history were very powerful, well-minded people. Tender care. So again, when I say you have to heal, the watch children thing, that's what your mind should be doing. Now try to fear me, not do it. Oh no, I feel way better down here than I did up. I don't know what's going on up Rampart. I'm still in the hills. Still same foliage. Just go look at more. That sounds right. I think yeah, I think about that. If I keep doing something, It what it does is it takes what they do is they take everything that's kind of normal in your life that just happening, and it tries to destroy you. I love driving around and healing stuff. They killed me in Kansas. I couldn't get to it. I could be a member of a cult. Wanted to just be like them. Dead in Christ, arise! They're in here. Cool. Or the Allegheny. Yes. Trying to take me out. Trying to take me out! Heal me quick! Midnight Elementary up and all. My own one breaks. Okay. That's hilarious. It's hilarious. Not just epic. Not similar to what I did last night. Grandfather a little bigger, I guess. What's this? Similar. You Cine Mark, Sin Mark, Mark of the Beast. Yeah, if I had my money, I could have helped fix the world. I could have at least got to the Cardinals, to the Bishops, help them understand what they're supposed to do. They could filter it up with smoke. Because Amorth knew what to do, but he was just beginning to read that whole thing. That thing, Black Cloud. And it's on Babcock. Well, more Babcock films, actually. A lot of people whammy nuns. I bet you they're sexual. That's where that comes from. Or they have the sexual thing go on. I mean, that's why the Vatican's not so quick to, you know, judge their people so harshly. Again, sex crime shouldn't occur, but they know it's all spells and possessions. Same with the Jews. The Orthodox Jews know what it is. And the cops that are like investigating, maybe the ones in the closet, they know that part. Right? Like lesbian cops hate the Catholic Church because they don't make lesbians. They like will to commit a crime. Oh, we talking about them lesbian cops again. Thanks, Larry. That's Rebecca here. So I'll be able to get back now. I should go to China. Like these people all go in their house, like metaphysics, not just physically. A couple hours, wind down, be home. Oh, it's on home. Oh wait, I gotta get home. I gotta get home for Shabbat. I got those LED candles I gotta put out. It's a Sabbath. I'm not Orthodox, so I still drive and everything. And I got a good feeling from the lady I called at the Butler synagogue. She was, I don't know, asks the safe to wear your yarmulke, keep around, Butler and area around. The other woman in Tuna was like, wear it all the time. I'm like, has anybody had any trouble there? It could just be fear mongering, yeah, but that's what it's fear mongering or make. But who knows? Because no, nobody's had any trouble. I guess there's been a lot of support over there. Well, you can't support Israel, you can't support Israel, and that's the idea. And the question is whether they really are Israel. Israel's a metaphysic, not a physical. Right? You can't kill me. Torah does not allow you to kill that many children. Well, because the Jews aren't the stranger in, you see. Palestinians. Now they're evil Palestinians, but the scripture will tell you that if you don't treat the stranger correctly, that's going to happen. Yeah, just pick and choose what scripture. Well, it's popular. Again, they're political Christians, so that's the answer. There's a guy, and he's probably not 100% correct either, but and nobody is really. But he's where he's located. But I think he's a Baptist preacher, and he's pretty big. He's building a bigger church, and he says politics, pretty much a devil of the world. He says none of that shit in my church. Bring that shit here. Right. I had a wonderful Christian career in life. I haven't done this. They know what they're doing. Devils. They're the ones that brought you political churches. But too much political freedom in a church is not a good thing. I mean, you want that restricted from just a scriptural standpoint. Yeah, render unto Caesar that which is Caesar, render unto God that which is God. You cross the streams. You brought Caesar's world into the church and dropped God's world. In the name of Caesar. What do you call Caesar, Trump or not? Well, Trump's a neophyte. Trump's not. I don't think Trump is going to bear the blame for a lot of this stuff because preachers are supposed to teach him right. And I think that's what happened in the beginning. And then they got nervous because it wasn't heading for deep state. Got nervous, whether it be Republican or Democrat or both, probably both, because it wasn't heading towards usable calamity. They altered all. It's like I said, Trump was like, well, somebody had some psychological problem. We're going to get him help. I think they were going to attack Trump or something. So that's where he actually needed to be. Or Korean food. How do I know? Because I looked at the billboard and it said AHN. That's a Korean name. That was actually our Katusa translator for Pastor Batoon. Even our squad, I think. We took a nap the Oath Blackhawk ride in Korea, which is pretty mountainous and hilly. It gets a little crazy. He was freaking out. Every time he like went up over the hill, he's like, ah! They snap photos and everything. Supposed to find a Ross. Look it up. I know there's one around there. Ross and Ross Township. Pretty busy right now. I should go home until all these people go and chill out in a couple hours. I'll try tonight, I guess. Look, all the K plates are here now. KWR, Kelly, KLB. I should have still that. There's another one I missed. KBB. Here, Captain, again, MZH. Z usually means sleep. Yep, right. H means heroin or fentanyl. And M usually means porn squad. Or even ME or EM. It's 2640. That's close to hell, right? That's right. I know it's there this way. Yeah. I wish I had back here soon. Jesus. Thank you. They will. Believe me, people all going to heaven. One of the first things God said when I woke up, he's like, they lied to me. They lied to me about everything. Thank God, stupid. Okay, watch children, no outlet. They've got to open it back up. That's why, kids turn 18 next year, they're living an extended stay on a government voucher because they close down their lives. Always that in church. Good place for it. A lot of people need. I mean, it's a good church. It's fake church. It's not. It's a Ponzi schemer. It's not a good. Yeah, he took $50 off. Hotel's low price, so it made it irresistible. But again, I had work to do. Hashem took that. Race life. They rebuilding this place over here, the McKnight Motel. Or something. Some people gave it thumbs up, and some people gave it thumbs down. Oh, I'm in the wrong parking lot. But it's really interesting. Guess I better Taco Bell in order. So I see my buddy up. He has a Taco. Well, maybe not. I gotta get to my storage unit tomorrow and get work done. Yeah, a lot of people's prayer don't work, but they discriminate about the outcome of their prayer. Their own will, but fuddles the prayer. I had all. It's just about 2005. I had enough information in 2005 to bring all of this. I'm hoping I can turn it around. That's what's the road I thought. Can't remember. I know I had to keep this way before. I know that NBC. Never. Oh, I never. Love this house. On Gribble. This is Gribble. I can't get it. It's an apartment. And there's weed plants and I'm sure I'll do you. Still looking at that. I might, no, or North Evergreen. What's that? The sheets up there. Okay, let's heal that intersection. Evergreen and what is this? Night. Going to be a car accident there. Guy going to be drunk and he's going to keep going into that cement barrier there. Come down Evergreen, I guess it is. Maybe on Evergreen. that green apple. Guy down, multiple possible. Because remember, it's a vibration. So when somebody arrives that's below the level of protection from that demonic vibration that's going to cause that accident, it'll get them go out, get drunk, come down this road. It won't stop. It don't hit that barrier. But it could be you heal it from one person, but it could be 20 people that are affected by it. Sometimes. But once it kills one person, then it usually empowers, and then you'll see that sometimes. Same accident repeats itself every so often. But the same thing has just happened to me. Like I didn't have an accident, but I should have been able to make that right. But I feel powerless. I can't get over. I could have done it. I couldn't do it. Why? Same thing with that accident. All the way up here. I hate that top of the bar. You missed your turn to like your roast. Bears Ross Township Bobo. What up, Ross Township Bobo? Oh, it's number 7. Completion. I gotta go back to my room. Number 7. I don't think I'll make it this time. Like 600 in or something. Red Lobster's the EA gourmet restaurant. Some nights they don't go to the bar, they go to Red Lobster. Yeah, I'm like DA a Motorhead. That's my I didn't think I did. I was going down the end by the church to take a look, and it put me in another parking lot. I thought it was next. Obviously, it's number 7, and I'll make it back to my room. I thought life was there. No, geez. It looks a little better. No outlet watch shoulders look a little better. Baby boomers killed the early baby boomers killed. Like no, it's not the whole baby boomer. And of course, there are people in each generation, each section of generation, but the early baby boomers. Regular women, I can see regular women, like regular people. So weird. They also, respect. Get on park on this side. My camera. Something else. That's like paranoid about myself. Bring up. What if she found her keys in it? Goes in her car. Somebody cursed her pretty bad. Yeah, some mechanic with her. She got a mechanic. Mechanic came out here for times. That woman. I can I can metaphysically see into the room. All right, stay